Long time no see. So, as most of you know, my name is Christopher Small, and today I'm going to present to you my music design project. So, for this assignment, we had to design and create an album cover based on a band. And also, another part of this project, we had to design and create a Rolling Stone magazine cover involving that band and unifying the two together. So, for my band, I had chosen the Gorillaz, and for a little background, they are a British virtual band. The band was created in 1998 by Damon Albarn and artist Jamie Hewlett. The band is most famously known for their digital band members that are comprised of members called Tootie, Murdoch, Noodle, and Russell. And the band itself has won multiple awards, including a Grammy and several MTV Music Awards. So next for a little more background, we go into Rolling Stone magazine. So Rolling Stone magazine is a monthly American magazine that reports on topics such as music, pop culture, and politics. The magazine itself was founded in 1967 by Jan Wenner and Ralph Gleason, and the magazine was appealed to the new student generation that wanted to read and learn about more topics such as rock bands and such. So the Rolling Stone itself has had many famous writers writing for them, including most famously Fear and Loathing author Hunter S. Thompson and famous rock writer Lester Bangs, who had written for the magazine. The magazine has also set many trends throughout the years that involve the aforementioned music, pop culture, and politics. So first off, for my design, we'll start off with my roughs. So out of all four of these, let's say class favorite was number one right here. I'm going to move my mouse there. Number one right there. And so this album cover, it has all four members juxtaposed next to each other and showing them at various angles to showcase the individuality of each member. So for this one, it was the class favorite. Everybody really liked that one, and so I decided to go ahead with that. So next, due to other reasons, I do not have the digital roughs, but here is my album design. The design itself, the characters themselves are hand-drawn by me in Photoshop, and given that effect also in Photoshop. And so for this cover, I wanted to really do the iconic graffiti Gorillaz logo, and for that I also had a complementing text that could be easily read and could easily be discerned when reading the cover. So next on, we'll move on to my record labels. So for my record labels, I decided to keep the design simple and clean to kind of contrast with the hecticness that is the cover. So for this, I decided to do the complementing red and purple scheme for this. And so for the red record label, I did the purple Gorillaz and vice versa concerning the purple one. And so I decided to keep the track list simple as well, so it'd be easy to read and so it won't be too busy and too hectic. So next on, we'll move on to the magazine cover. So for this magazine cover, I opted to keep the purple and red color scheme throughout the magazine, and I had also drawn 2D, one of the virtual band members, on the cover, hand drawn in Photoshop and given the same treatment, in regards to the effect. And so for this one, I had included an article involving the remastering of the album, and it included several real articles throughout the magazine. Next up, we'll move on to the mock-ups. So these mock-ups were graciously provided to me by our fellow classmates. And so for this one, it shows how the magazine would look like if it was actually published, and I believe it has an extremely professional look towards it and very well designed. Next on, we'll move on to the album cover itself. So as you can see, it's the album I have featured before, and as you can see, the records are red. Initially, what I wanted to do before this whole quarantine thing was to have a red vinyl record in there, and where I would be able to just stick on the record labels on there and give it kind of a unifying look with the cover itself. Then here are my sources for my research. And thank you guys for listening to my rambling. So are there any questions? Or if you guys do, you can leave them in the discussion post or even comment under this video. And thank you for listening to me, and you guys have a good one.